All right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome in. We're doing an evening version of the daily update. My name is Jason. Channel is a chain of blocks. For those of you joining me today, we'll check who's on this line right now. Appreciate everybody stopping by. We're going to get to all the nightly crypto news. I was doing a live stream earlier today, and obviously there's been some more improvements. I've also been trying to improve this video stream, so if it is any better, please let me know. I want to jump over here, guys, and we'll take a look right here. Crypto market, as we look at this, August 25th, Wednesday, 7:03 p.m., guys. And look, we saw some all-time highs from some coins, Cardano, ADA, Bitcoin putting in close to 50,000. And now we've seen a little bit of retracement, a little retraction. We'll talk about some of the factors here, what it all means for us. Jose Ramirez, do you think VeChain can get to $1? Anything is possible, sir. Anything is possible. Are you a holder? Jose, are you a holder of VeChain, Vet? Let me know. Anyways, I want to keep it moving, guys. Let's start over here because some pretty interesting news when we look at this. Diamond hands short. Short-term Bitcoin supplies reach historic lows. And what that actually means is, so when we look at metrics for Bitcoin, right, like the great thing about this is it's all on a blockchain. It's all decentralized. It's all available. All the information is there and available. So you can look at everybody that's touching it every time the coins move. So we can see what has not been touched for a while. And we can see what's been holding for a while. So when you talk about short-term Bitcoin supply, it refers to Bitcoin that's been touched within the last 3 months. So when you talk about the short-term supply of Bitcoin at its lowest level since August of 2015, that means not a lot of people are moving their Bitcoin. So maybe it is on exchanges, but it's not moving. Generally speaking, that would mean those Bitcoins are in wallets. They're not moving around because generally the movement is done on exchange. So this could be potentially pretty good for the price. And as you look here, there's some charting here, and you can see, generally speaking, when this does fluctuate, when this surge in short supply goes up, generally we see a price increase as well. But even though it says right here, what could this mean for the price of Bitcoin? And basically this article says that it could mean two things. First thing means low activity because traders they don't want to trade their Bitcoin. They want to hold it. They know this is something that is a good store of value and they're going to hold it for a while. And the second thing is more of a bullish sign for Bitcoin, and that is people just don't want to sell it yet. And if we look over here, I want to show you guys this. As we always talk about adoption for cryptocurrency, what does it all mean? So you have, earlier today I was talking about, what was it? Citigroup filing for Bitcoin futures. We've had Wells Fargo come out. They want to file for an ETF. Bank of America now getting involved. You have pretty much every major player, whether it's JP Morgan. But now you have a small local bank, and they're going to allow directly through their own personal, their own app. This bank is called, they're in Oklahoma, which I would not expect a bank from Oklahoma to be doing this, but it's called Vast Bank, and they've been, pretty involved in cryptocurrency for a while. And look, through Vast Bank, you'll be able to, right through the app, you'll be able to convert your fiat currency to different cryptocurrencies. They're going to offer Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, ADA, Ethereum, Litecoin, Orchid, and Algorand to start, and they're looking to offer more, and they're going to be doing this through Coinbase mostly, and a partnership with SAP as well. So I think this is really cool. And, let me know what you guys think. Anytime I see something that leads to more adoption, it's a good thing, right? Like interoperability and adoption, where we're at right now in crypto, I think are the biggest things. So I thought this was really cool news here. I want to jump back over here, guys. Let's see, is anybody... All right, let's keep it moving over here. Everyone's favorite topic, always Cardano. If you're on TikTok, guys, thanks for joining. You may want to join us over on YouTube as well for the live stream, screen share, all that good stuff. So let me know, guys. And I want to move it over here and let's talk some ADA. And everybody always likes to talk about Cardano, and talked about it a little bit on the live stream this morning as well. But as we look at Cardano, we've seen obviously ridiculous price movement for ADA, Cardano over the past, I would say since the beginning of the year, right? Shooting up from, pennies basically to the area that we're at now. And we saw a push up close to the $3 level earlier this week. But could we see another 620% surge for Cardano? One crypto analyst, Benjamin Cowan, who is another YouTuber, says that may be something that we do see. So ADA's up a whopping 124% in the past 30 days. And that's according to CoinGecko. If you're an ADA holder, you definitely know about that. The analyst says if Cardano is to surge to its prior high, its previous prior high, which at this point I believe is about 296, 297, it could then shoot up another 54%. And, that would put it at a price, ADA at a price of about 450. That sounds pretty nice. Cowan notes, however, if Bitcoin goes up 2x, meaning from where it is right now, we're at a level of about 48,000. So if you see Bitcoin at about 96,000, he predicts that ADA could reach $9, and if Bitcoin does another on top of that up to 150, he predicts we could see ADA at 13 to 14. That's awesome. I mean, that would be absolutely great. So look, it's he says that would be simply go back up to prior all-time high for ADA Bitcoin valuation. Clearly we would have exceeded it, and that's why we would exceed it. So 15, 16, up to 20 or something, that would be the highest. $10 to $20 range. Absolutely crazy. So would love to see that. What do you guys think? Who's holding ADA? Well, first time catching you on the live. Well, I appreciate that, E. Young. Where are you from? Gabe Stan, thanks for the videos on these new projects. Recently looking at game tokens. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a dedicated video on game tokens. What do you guys think? Is there one that you are really looking at? Obviously, Axie's been really popular. I was talking about how, these people that are playing these play-to-earn game token things may be subject to, taxes at the end of the year, just like people that are trading cryptocurrency. So something to look at there. Heard of Tower? I've not heard of Tower. Thank you. All right, guys, let's keep it going here. More on Cardano. Hoskinson celebrating Ethereum smart contracts on Cardano. I was talking about this a little bit earlier today, and this is cool because, look, you're going to see as Cardano launches, right? We move closer to September 12th, supposed launch of smart contracts. What you're going to see is a lot of shit coins, bad DApps launch on Cardano, just like we've always seen on Ethereum when it first started, when we've seen on Binance Smart Chain when it first started, and we still see. You're going to see that on Cardano. It's, people are always going to look to take advantage of something that's new, but this is something that's really positive. And Cardano now, through the Ethereum virtual machine, will now be able, and they're going to be running this thing called Melkameta. So Melkameta will allow side chains to be deployed that connect directly to the main chain and use WADA or wrapped ADA as the asset to pay for transaction fees. And why this is really big is because you now have the two blockchains that are number 2 and 3 respectively in the cryptocurrency according to market cap. And what that means is you have two isolated market caps that are huge. And now what this means is you have the ability for these market caps and these blockchains to jump into each other's sandbox and play with each other. And that's going to be really big for what developers can do as far as what they can offer as far as DApps and what you can do with your cryptocurrency. So if you're an ETH holder, you're going to be able to go over here and play in the ADA playground if there's something you'd like to do. And you'll be able to do it in a more seamless way. And that's really what it's all about at this time. Interoperability, making things seamless, finding out what chain people want to build on. And look, this is obviously huge news. So Hoskinson, very excited about this, and obviously for good measure. So DC Spark is working on a new sidechain protocol, as we just mentioned. And yeah, he's just obviously pretty stoked about that. And when the Hoskinson is excited, we all get excited, right? So one more thing on Cardano, guys. Or actually, no. Yeah. Well, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Cardano's first regulatory compliance solution launches, igniting hopes for ADA mass adoption. So look, it's just another thing that's putting us, one step closer as we move towards September 12th. These are all positive things, right? You'd like to see these things happening in progression. And as Hoskinson's definitely made it clear that although September 12th is the date for live smart contracts, that's not the end goal, right? That's just one of the phases. It's just the phase we're working on right now. They will then move on. Well, then they'll then perfect it, and then they'll then move on to the next stage, which is Basho, scalability of this network. And that's when it really gets interesting. But when you have, compliance and things like that, we're going to start to see good things like that happening on the Cardano network. And it just means that it's going to operate in a self-sufficient way, a decentralized way, as we've all been told and as we've all been hoping. So really good things there. And let me know what you guys think. I'm going to check out the comments here. ADA will be huge. I think it already is huge, man. If you think about it right now, already the number 3 cryptocurrency. I know it's not really that close to the other two, right? Still ways to go, but I mean, geez, it's over. I mean, if you were a business that grew from January 1 to August 25 like Cardano, would you just be, you'd be absolutely just beside yourself. You wouldn't know what to do. E. Young's from Los Angeles. Me too. Awesome. 7:15 in LA, guys. ADA will be huge. Thanks for the vids. All right, let's keep it moving, guys. What should we talk about next? All right. Yeah, definitely. So I talked about it this morning, and I've talked about it before, and I'll continue to talk about it because, it's just a problem. But obviously, we're going to have this infrastructure in the United States pass, seemingly with no crypto amendments, happening on or before September 27th, unless something miraculous happens. And it doesn't look like anything miraculous is going to happen. So is it good? Is it bad? I know it's not good, right? Because it's so vague, and that's what we all are so up in arms, I think, about, is because, first of all, the law or the bill itself is so vague as far as what the crypto regulations are. It really separates proof, and it really doesn't even provide any clarity. And what it's actually asking is not actually attainable under what we would consider this current ecosystem of decentralization and blockchain technology. So they had a chance to amend it twice. They didn't. They still have a chance, but doesn't look like they're going to do it. So last time I thought it was going to be really bad, but seemingly Bitcoin rallied after that. So this article is saying what's going to happen if this passes, it will spur wider interest in cryptocurrencies as savings and investment vehicles and bolster the value of their real and nominal market capitalization. With such forceful dollar US devaluation, right? And we've seen this obviously with things like the recent consumer price index, CPI, over the past 2 months going up at absolute record levels, guys. And what we've done over the past 2 years ago, not, that we haven't had to, but this COVID relief. And now we have another infrastructure bill on top of that, $3.5 trillion of spending. So look, at some point it's got to give. So you have all this. Digital assets will likely see more capital inflows from investors seeking from them for inflation hedge, as well as the potential for crazy, stupid high-tech sector ROI. And everybody always says, like, ADA can never go to $10. It's absolutely ridiculous. Don't even say that. You know what that would do to the market cap? Guys, I'm not saying that it's going to go to $10 and there's not going to be an influx of new investors. That's not what I'm saying. But when you look at the stock market's trillions of dollars, and crypto is only $2.1 trillion at the time of this recording. So look, if you had, 20% of the stock market come over, what do you think that does for market cap of cryptocurrencies? So look, as you see what we're doing with the dollar, crypto works the exact opposite way. And now, a lot of these ETH now is moved towards possibly becoming deflationary. All these things have very controlled inflation, whereas the dollar is just the new shitcoin. And I'm sorry, YouTube. And if we look over here, they just go on to talk about the CPI and what we already talked about. So look, we'll see what happens as we end out August. Are we going to see another increase over consumer price index? I think we are. I don't see prices getting any cheaper. And we've already heard from Jerome Powell that prices may not get cheaper, or they may get cheaper, or they probably won't get cheaper. He doesn't really know, and no one really does. But one thing is for sure, when you measure Bitcoin against the dollar, and the dollar is seemingly, inflating and not doing well, seems to do well, be good for the price of Bitcoin. So one other thing here, I want to look at this, and this is public enemy number one. Thought this was funny. If you remember this, crypto enthusiasts purchased billboard attacking Alabama Senator Richard Shelby. And look, this, we were almost not even going to be having this conversation, right? Because there was an amendment, a perfectly fine amendment that was widely approved and accepted by not only the Senate, the Treasury, and a majority of the crypto community, but Mr. Shelby did not get his last minute $50 billion of military spending. So he was the only senator, 1 out of 100, that did not approve it. Therefore, killing crypto. This is a senator that's been in the Senate for over 30 years. He has no incentive. Term limits, guys. Term limits, guys. Term limits, guys. This guy's retiring. All he cares about is getting his staff that's been with him for 30 years, high-paying, insider trading jobs or whatever the bull that he's going to pull off for them. So look, bad guy, very bad guy, but also proves that our system is broken. If somebody like this, who's 87, doesn't understand what cryptocurrency is, I mean, this guy's not even worried. Like, he doesn't try. Like, he's not even going to see this billboard. If so, like, is he even coherent enough to know it's him on the billboard? I mean, this is the guy that stopped cryptocurrency innovation in the United States all by himself. Unbelievable. That is the system we live on in the United States. And I'll jump over here, look at some comments if there are any. Super chat from Jose Ramirez. Can't pay my taxes in crypto. Why should pay for? Oh, there's options, Jose. Look, I mean, it depends what you're doing. If you want to cash out your cryptocurrency, you maybe shouldn't do that. There's companies like Nexo, there's DAOs like Celsius where you can go and take a loan against your cryptocurrency and pay a much lower interest than 40% that you would pay on capital gains. If you insist on taking it out, there's countries like Portugal, El Salvador is quickly becoming an area where, depending on the amount of cryptocurrency, you may want to, buy some real estate down there in El Salvador, because quickly there's seemingly going to be no capital gains tax down there. There's other countries as well that do this, but thank you there, sir, for the comment. Cardano price change in a few hours. Let's go over here and take a look at what's going on right now. We'll update it. Update you guys. Take a look at the refresh this. What's going on? It's at 275. Yeah, 273. The key level of support, I still think for Cardano, if we stay above that 247, would still put in look, I think retracement is healthy. If we trace down to that 247, 248 level, put in a higher low as we move our way up, I think it's really good for Cardano. I would not be surprised or upset to see that. So, yeah, no, I know, Jose, definitely. I am in agreement with you. All right. Let's move it on over here. We talked about Dick. Let's talk about the Avalanche. This is one, I wish I was on this cryptocurrency earlier, guys. I don't know who owns AVAX if you're an Avalanche holder, but why is Avalanche soaring? And I'm thinking about doing a video dedicated to Avalanche, but AVAX token up 341% in the last 30 days. So pretty remarkable there. And this is a proof-of-stake blockchain that operates smart contracts similar to, Cardano or Ethereum or any of the others, Polkadot, Cosmos, any of these other proof-of-stake. But AVAX is pretty mature. Definitely ahead of Ethereum 1.0 because that's where we're at right now. Definitely ahead of Cardano and Polkadot. So according to CoinGecko, AVAX up 341 in the past 30 days. No clear signs of stopping. Besides, the network has big technical promise. Its recent success is largely attributed to proactive approach to onboarding new projects. And one of those main ones is on August 18th, they launched Avalanche Rush, which is a $180 million liquidity mining incentive program. Which, I mean, that's great. Obviously, we all love those type of programs. If you've been following my 1 to 1,000 series, I'm in a lot. We're in a lot of those programs right now. So I like that. And then not only that, guys, Avalanche markets itself as the fastest smart chain contracts platform in the blockchain industry. I mean, it says it does. Operates on a proof of stake, claims to process 4,500 transactions per second and boasts transactions finality in less than 2 seconds without any security compromise. So, I mean, how can you beat that? That sounds really, really good. Besides Avalanche Rush, Pangolin, the top decentralized exchange running on Avalanche, currently has 376 million in liquidity. So that's pretty big. And an impressive average weekly trading volume of nearly 1 billion. And then Banky, an algorithmic liquidity market protocol, is currently sitting at 1.75 billion. Wow. Launched just a week ago. 1.75 billion. Wow. Avalanche, like Cardano now, is compatible with the Ethereum virtual machine, which is really big news, obviously, and they have been for a while. And meaning, obviously, what we just talked about, cross-chain with Ethereum at a low cost. Yeah, big news all around. And yeah, they also burn, so it's a deflate. They've been doing what EIP 1559 is doing for Ethereum for a while. So they're the 20th largest cryptocurrency, 8.66 billion. And yeah, they burn a portion of the transaction fees, making it a little bit of a deflationary currency. I'm definitely going to look more into AVAX. Who's holding AVAX? Anybody? Oh, Vape Monitor, thank you. I appreciate it, sir. AVAX and Cosmos are underrated. Yeah. I've looked a little more into Cosmos, but not so much AVAX. Yeah, definitely. I mean, look, there's so many of these competing chains, but when you get one, assuming like AVAX or Cosmos, that's they're all having a little trouble with marketing. Even Cardano, which is probably the best marketing, is really relying on the shininess of Hoskinson's beard to do most of their monitoring or marketing. So, I mean, as soon as you get somebody that's actually doing some marketing on some of these projects, I mean, Jesus Christ. So, serious. All right, we're going to move it along here, guys. Sorry. All right, let's go over here. I thought this was pretty interesting. I was interested in it. I don't know if you guys like to follow this type of thing, but I like to, not only every story that you can find everywhere else. Look, you're busy, right? And I realize that you can come. There's a lot of people doing crypto news and all these types of things. Some of them might be doing it even better than me, but I'm trying to get better. For one, and let me know how the stream's going. If the video quality is a little bit better, but I'm trying to bring stories that you don't find anywhere, and you're busy. You don't want to go and sort and comb through all these articles. But look, I think what we've seen in 2020, 2021 is a lot of companies, big companies, are getting involved into cryptocurrency, and we've been hearing this for a while. I think I've been hearing this since 2018. Institutional money, it's coming. The institutions are coming. Institutions are here. Right, and we can see this because these companies are publicly traded companies, and then they have to release their holdings and their quarterly earnings. So what this is saying is almost 8% of Bitcoin total supply is held by big companies. And I don't know, you can feel about that how you want, but one thing's for sure is that it's not going to change, and we're going to see more and more companies get involved. And I think if nothing else, it leads to adoption, right? And everything I say, it leads to adoption. But look, you have a large company like Tesla and someone like Elon Musk with 50 million followers on Twitter, and they say that they've bought $20 million worth of Bitcoin or whatever it is. Draw some attention to it. So here's the rankings right here. Obviously, MicroStrategy, and they just added again last week. MicroStrategy has the best Bitcoin strategy that there is. DCA, dollar cost average, and HODL. All they do. They don't sell it. And according to Michael Saylor, they're never going to sell it. So they just hold it. And he even came out and said they don't even lend it out. They just hold it. So if you look here, MicroStrategy clearly number one. And this is amount of Bitcoin. They just passed over 100,000. Yeah. And then you have Tesla number two, Square three, Marathon, which is a Bitcoin mining company, and Coinbase number five, rounding it out. Like I said here, Michael Saylor saying DCA and HODL. And yeah, like I was saying before, 2021, look, that's when MicroStrategy got in. They only got in just recently, guys, and he's just been buying it up ever since. 7.91% of the total I'm going to try it again. 7.91% of the total supply is held by companies now. And that number is sure to go up as we move into 2021, 2022. I think so. What do you guys think? Is it bad? I don't even you don't want it to be centralized, but I don't think it's going to be centralized. I think these companies are literally just saying like, Bitcoin's appreciating faster than gold. We own so much gold. Bitcoin's appreciating faster than our real estate assets. We own this much in real estate. Let's change it. So I don't think it's actually that bad. I don't know. What do you guys think? Bustamante, what? All right. MicroStrategy is on fire. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Has OCD. That's funny. Funny. Hit the like. Yes. If you guys could hit the like. If you're on TikTok, it's a better stream on YouTube. I appreciate anybody that's on TikTok right now. Really appreciate you guys. Check me out at chainofblocks.com. Trying to do this. I did one this morning. Doing one again. Trying to do as much as we can so we can give you, look, crypto moves fast. We have to move a little faster so we can always be a little bit ahead of the game. I want to move over here, guys. Yeah, this was... We talked about Visa earlier today. Visa bought some NFTs. They got more into the NFT game. Now we have Budweiser. And Budweiser uses $120,000 to purchase fan art. And they also bought a ETH domain, beer.eth. So I thought that was pretty cool because, look, Budweiser, again, look, they talk to a very specific market, right? Like, and if they can make it more convenient to, you know, whatever it is. So right now, according to Records OpenSea Marketplace, the beer producer purchased a Budweiser branded rocket ship NFT, and I'll show you what that looks like. That was yesterday, August 24th, and that was 8 ETH, roughly $25,000. And it looks like this. It's pretty interesting. It's this one right here. It's like the 3 Budweisers on top of each other, kind of forming this rocket ship. Yeah, that's their NFT that they purchased for 8 ETH. I wouldn't spend that much, but good marketing, I would imagine. And they also, on August 11th, purchased beer.eth, Ethereum domain, for 30 ETH. And at the time right now, that's $96,000. So yeah, Budweiser is definitely getting involved in the game, and they don't want to be left behind because, look, as we're seeing, companies need to, like, NFTs are just going out of control. OpenSea is doing billions of dollars a month. Dapper Labs is getting involved. We're having now AI NFTs. So it's just, I don't see it slowing down really. I just see it intensifying. So people and companies don't want to get left out. And that's the way you don't get left out, I think. Sorry, guys, just reading the comments. I want to finish up here. This was funny. I liked it. If you guys liked Entourage, maybe you liked the show Ballers. I was a big Entourage fan. Ari Gold. I know Jeremy Piven's been kind of like canceled recently. I love it. I love Ari Gold. Fat Ones, I think, or not Fat Ones, but Fat Sal's. You got this guy is like Adrian. All these guys, I really like that show. But now you have the creator, according to a report in Variety magazine, Rob Weiss, who was not pictured in that video, but Rob Weiss, who is the creator of Entourage, creator of Ballers on HBO, will produce indirect episodes of a show called Hold On for Dear Life, or HODL. And it's pretty cool because not only is it going to be a show about cryptocurrency, so again, adoption, and it's going to be most likely on HBO. This guy works on HBO. Not only do you have that, but you also have the lead is going to be a female. So I think that's really cool because now you're going to increase adoption and increase popularity amongst female viewers. So look, they're already minting NFTs for this, and yeah, I think this is absolutely great news. And I think my camera may have froze here, but we'll see if we can get it back going. Oh, always with the camera freezing. Oh, yeah, there we go. No idea, guys. I get like a little bit better at this seemingly every time, hopefully. All right, so that was it. Those were my stories. I'll jump over here. If anybody has any questions, I'll take some questions for anybody on the live stream. I'll take some questions from anybody that may be on TikTok as well. If you guys like this, let me know. Let's see here. MicroStrategy, blah, blah, blah. All right. Yeah. What do you think in regards to Polkadot? Oh God, don't get me started. So yeah, Polkadot, we saw it bounce up quite a bit. I think it got close to like the 27.50-ish range. This was after huge run up. I think it went up to about $43, $44. I don't have the chart in front of me, but like, look, Polkadot is moving slow like Cardano, but they launched 5 parachains on Kusama, all 5 doing very, very well. All 5, usable, right? You can go on to Kusama right now. They have a DEX. They've announced their next set of 5 parachains for, I believe, the month of September. So September 1st to the, I think it's like mid-20s, September 20 something. So I think as you see that, you're going to start to see another run up for Polkadot and Kusama. I love it. I think it's definitely one of my favorite of the platforms. It's definitely one of the ones I've done the most research on as well. But look, I just love their system of parachains, parathreads. The fact I feel is more decentralized than some of the others. Big ADA holder over here. All right. Anything else, guys? Let's see here. I'm going to check out the market, and we're going to cut this one off, guys. Let's see if we've done anything else. Update this real quick. I don't know. CoinGecko doesn't like to refresh like more than once. It's very, very fidgety. Yeah, Bitcoin at 48,007. Cardano at 273. I have a lot of BNB. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Jesus Christ. Up to 511. Just absolutely insane in my opinion. XRP, there's been a lot of rumors here of an XRP shoot up to that, $3 or $4 level. I don't know how you guys feel about that. But yeah, this was a great live stream, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section. And until the next time, guys, be safe.